I'm in prison. I'm the third ranking gang member in the state. I control contraband. I control knives. I control gang movement. I control a lot of stuff. So I wake up in my cell and I'm hungry. And as a prison boss, you get benefits. So I said, I'm hungry. I get up, walk out of my cell. I walk downstairs to the desk, get a guy a head nod. He opens the gate. I walk into the hallway, get to the sergeant's desk, give him a head nod. He opens the gate. I get to central control. I give him a head nod. He opens the hallway door. So I go down this long hallway. At the end of the hallway is the kitchen. I knock on the kitchen door. The guy slides the metal thing back. He looks, he sees it's me. I give him a head nod. They open the kitchen door. Now I'm standing in the prison kitchen. Grills, vats, all the stuff. I turn to the two guys over by the grill. I said, yo, make me a hamburger. Turn to the other guy, yo, go make me a shake. And I'm standing there chilling like, yo, okay, I'm about to eat. Then this guy comes out of the kitchen, out of the back, suit jacket on. He says, what are you doing in my kitchen? I'm like, slow down. He said, well, who are you? At the time, we're going to go back to the 90s. There was a song out called The Regulator by Warren G and them. I said, I'm the regulator. He says, well, what do you regulate? I said, if you go home or not. He says, what do you mean? I said, first, all this screaming you're doing is not necessary. We're grown men. We can communicate like grown men. And I regulate if you go home in a box or you walk out of here on your 2 feet. That's who I am.
Hey, yo, I saw this video by O'Shea Duke Jackson, and I thought I'd share this with y'all today. So all y'all know about Ja Morant and what he got going on. If y'all don't, let me give you a recap right here.
The next few weeks, an ESPN reporter dropped a gigantic hint about his future.
My guess now is he doesn't play the rest of the season as he takes care of himself. It reminds me of when he was out against the Warriors in the playoffs last year. Memphis is still a formidable team without him.
That was said last week, but now we learn Ja has decided to enter a counseling program in Florida away from the team. He may be done for the season. There's lots of conspiracy theories about why. Some people think it's an unofficial suspension, like Michael Jordan suspended for gambling. That's insane. There's one honest reason if Ja's deciding to sit out despite his team being the 2 seed. His whole life blew up when he chose to flash a gun on Instagram while awful rumors were going on. Ja was accused of 2 gun incidents before. His lawyer was saying, there's no gun. Then dude shows the opposite. People said, everyone loves a riches to rags story because not only was Ja endangering his $200 million contract, he just got a huge bag from Powerade and is supposed to be the face of their company. Oh, and people are like, oh, Ja's not allowed to have a gun now? What about the Second Amendment? It's not about that. It's about how it looks. Powerade said you're about to see Ja everywhere, but they didn't like that look. They pulled every Ja commercial from TV. They took down all his pictures off their website, but Ja put out a statement saying he would focus on his mental health. Then right when people were starting to move on, another story leaked. Pictures and reports came out to the New York Post of Ja's night out. Inside Ja Morant's $50K gun-toting booty bender at a strip club. Oh boy. Now I'm gonna blur out the actual girl in this picture, but
I'm not. Let me find this for y'all real quick, because I want y'all to see this whole room. Look at this right here. Look at this. Hold on. First of all, to the person that owns this club, people need to figure out how to, like, I don't know about suing you, but something needs to happen for you to be even releasing stuff like this. He asked for a private dance. He got a private dance, but y'all releasing footage of this nigga. But that's another subject. Look at all the paper on the floor. All this is $50,000. It has to be in ones. This nigga made a mountain in one private room. Made a mountain. So now that y'all see what's going on with him right now, I won't gonna play that whole video. I just saw O'Shea Duke Jackson post this 2 days ago, and I wanted y'all to see this.
But then there are other guys who are just like me who want to pretend to be somebody else. And despite the gifts that God gave them, whether it be in intelligence or athletics, you know, these guys feel like they need to pretend to be a Pookie or a Ray Ray or be influenced by the lower class of Black America instead of just being on their own purpose and being apart or being set apart from guys like that.
And here's what I think. I think you need to lock Ja Morant ass right on up, if you ask me.
And nobody does that like Ja Morant. Ja Morant is and a great athlete. He's a superstar in the NBA. But, you know, he still wants to live that street life that he's never been a part, having all these problems, posting with guns in the video. And, you know, Charleston White pretty much summed up Ja Morant in this clip right here.
Now I gotta ask you, you know, you have a young kid in Ja Morant, man, worth $300 million.
Yeah, I hope he go to jail.
You know,
He agree.
Mind you, he's from Memphis.
Yeah, I hope he go to jail.
He's in Memphis.
Get
You
him
feel
out
like
of
he
here.
might be battling something personally,
No,
though?
man, they no. Stop it. Get him up out of here. I don't even want to hear it. Get him up out of here.
Nah, he
He'll be
doing.
brandishing the gun on live?
He doing what every like him that want to do that didn't get to live that life.
Right. Money phones, guns everywhere. Get him up out of here.
They want to live it now. We all want. It's just like a woman who never got to. When she get a divorce in that late age in life, she starts because she never got it out of her.
He said hoe, by the way. But, you know, O'Shea just bleeps out every fucking thing. Like, yo.
Ouch.
She start partying, going out. She start living her truth. Well, that's
Real threesomes.
Whenever you catch a woman how she living her truth, that's a want to be free as.
Not true.
Whenever you hear a woman say, "I'm just living my truth," that's want to be free as, but don't know how to say.
Goddamn.
I'm gonna say it again. That's a want to live free as, but don't know how to hold herself. So this little boy here is no different. He like Suge Knight. Suge Knight never got to be a Pyru. Suge Knight never got to gangbang. It was Suge Knight cousins who lived in Compton who was. So that's why when Suge Knight finally got the money, he went and got him a red suit. He got on that big old Source magazine, put the cigar in his mouth. He big red Pyru. And to that point, this is what people don't realize in hip hop culture. He never got to do that. So that's why when he finally got to do it, he was big Suge Knight. And we thought Suge Knight was a big bad mother, and he wasn't. It was the around him. They thought Suge Knight was a cream puff. Nah, the streets thought Suge Knight was a cream puff. So I'm making a correlation to this kid. This
Didn't know
kid is
that.
a cream puff, trying to play like a gangster and a thug. That's why he's embracing it with all these 100 millions. They didn't get to do it before now. Those who got to did it before now, when they get to 100 million, they play square.
See, Ja Morant, to be honest with you, when you making that kind of money, 200 mil before endorsements, honestly, bro, you ain't got no business. Absolutely no business with a gun in your hand. 200 million, you need them niggas around you. And I ain't talking about hood niggas. I'm talking about them niggas that just stand beside you and around you. Look at Floyd Mayweather's bodyguards. Look at these big ass niggas. These the type of niggas, all you gotta do is just go just like that. Just snap and point. Just anywhere. Just point anywhere and they'll go get them. Like, yo, what you doing? You walking up on me? 200 mil, you don't need a gun in your hand. Cause these the niggas with the guns. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Them bodyguards around him. You can barely see that. Look at these bodyguards. They got suits on. But you know what time it is.
They play square.
Now, he said something that's very important. He said that Ja Morant needs to go to jail. And a lot of these guys who are out here pretending to be tough, pretending to be in the streets, see, they've never really dealt with tough guys. But see, they're tough guys in the penitentiary waiting on you. Now, I want to play a clip of this guy who has converted 3 white guys into his own slaves. Let's play that clip.
This is why I wanted y'all to react to this video, because in this video, O'Shea got some he got some legendary clips right here. Like, it's just that Charleston White one, legendary. This one right here, this is funny. Watch this.
When I tell you I'm really having my way in here, you heard? That's what I mean. Hey, yo, Brandon, what's your position, gang?
Shit, I wash his bowls and dishes.
Hey, yo, what's your position, Nico?
I do his laundry.
What's your position, Dylan?
I clean his room.
Stop playing with my body, y'all. Nah, for real.
Here's another clip that I found of
Oh, that shit. It ain't funny, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go up in that prison with the utmost like you can't show an ounce of weakness up in that muff, or you'll end up a boy. And that's crazy right there.
A former prison gang leader who, well, he had this to say.
I'm in prison. I'm the third ranking gang member in the state. I can.
Please listen to this. He's a gang leader in prison. And I know this is how this shit run because you see it. I don't know if y'all watch them prison shows on TV. They got them on YouTube too. I don't know if you ever watched that shit, but look, this shit's serious.
He had this to say.
I'm in prison. I'm the third ranking gang member in the state. I control contraband. I control knives. I control gang movement. I control a lot of stuff. So I wake up in my cell and I'm hungry. And as a prison boss, you get benefits. So I said, I'm hungry. I get up, walk out of my cell. I walk downstairs to the desk, get a guy a head nod. He opens the gate. I walk into the hallway, get to the sergeant's desk, give him a head nod. He opens the gate. I get to central control. I give him a head nod. He opens the hallway door. So I go down this long hallway. At the end of the hallway is a kitchen. I knock on the kitchen door. The guy slides the metal thing back. He looks, he sees it's me. I give him a head nod, they open the kitchen door. Now I'm standing in the prison kitchen. Grills, vats, all the stuff. I turn to the two guys over by the grill. I said, yo, make me a hamburger. Turn to the other guy, yo, go make me a shake. And I'm standing there chilling like, yo, okay, I'm about to eat. Then this guy comes out of the kitchen, out of the back, suit jacket on. He says, what are you doing in my kitchen? I'm like, slow down. He said, well, who are you? At the time, we're going to go back to the 90s. There was a song out called The Regulator by Warren G and them. I said, I'm the regulator. He says, well, what do you regulate? I said, if you go home or not. He says, what do you mean? I said, first, all the screaming you're doing is not necessary. We're grown men. We can communicate like grown men. And I regulate if you go home in a box or you walk out of here on your 2 feet. That's who I am.
Imagine you going to work and the nigga that you got to guard or keep in check is talking to you like this. And it ain't like you can check this nigga because there's more prisoners up in that motherfucker than there are people like you. You're fucked.
And he heard me and he's looking at me like to see if I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm like, dude, I can kill you right now. Understand where you are and who you're talking to, because evidently somebody didn't inform you of what's really going on in here. I came through 5 locked doors to get into this kitchen. Everybody in here is doing exactly what I said, including your staff, with no problems and no issues. You got the problem, and you're trying to get in my way of eating. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I'm not trying to be over the top, but this is facts. Right now, they're cooking me a hamburger, and you're telling them not to. If I kill you, you'll be dead. Your wife will miss you. Your kids will miss you. I'll go to solitary confinement, maybe 5, 6, 7 years. And then they're going to let me out of solitary. I'll get back out in 7 years. Now I'll be standing back in the same kitchen, and they're going to make me a hamburger then with no qualms. So my only dilemma, do I get a hamburger today or do I give it in 7 years? It's your call. I'm just hungry and I'm patient. And he's looking at me like, oh my God. Nobody's coming to his rescue. I expected to kill him like 5 times in the air shot of like 4 guards. Nobody's moving. And I'm like, today or 7 years, brother, it's your call. And he walked over to the grill. He said to the grill man, make him 2. And then he ran into his office and slammed the door and called his wife. Like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? What they didn't explain to him was prisoners run the prison. They just worked there. And it was not me trying to be tough, but he was like in my way of what I wanted. And when people get in my way, you got to deal with it. And there's consequences to everything. He was at war with my hunger, and I was going to fight that war. If it meant 7 years to victory, and I'll do 7 years to get to my victory. And he'd have just been a casualty along my way.
I'm gonna stop it right there. That's all I wanted y'all to see. Listen, Ja Morant, stop being a dumbass, stupid ass nigga. I just wanted y'all to see that right there. Just that last piece. I should put that shit in the beginning of the video, to be honest. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this the intro. That right there, that is powerful, what he just said. Ain't nobody coming to help your ass in that prison. Now that is crazy. Sheesh. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. That's what you want, Ja? You wanna be bad, huh? You wanna be up in cell with him? That's what you want. So you're gonna end up a boy. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that love to have an NBA superstar as they boy. Put your hand in my pocket, Ja Morant. You got a problem, nigga? I cut you right here on the cheek, right to your mouth, like it make you looking like Joker. They probably don't give a fuck up in there. They'll probably cut you from mouth to ear on both sides and still bend you over the table. You better learn, Ja. You better learn.